You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, punch the like button, and, of course, leave us a comment in the comment section below. We're going to talk about the legendary Jason Whitlock, former ESPN alum, former Fox Sports alum, Outkick alum, and now, of course, he's got his own podcast, Fearless, with Jason Whitlock. He's also got a YouTube channel, and I believe it's just called Jason Whitlock. Go subscribe. I'll leave a link down in the comments section below, and he has come out, and he has absolutely eviscerated ESPN, but more so, Disney. Boy, we've had the curtain peeled back on Disney. We saw this coming. The last couple of years, especially those of us that covered entertainment over in the fandom menace, particularly with things like Lucasfilm. We saw it with the MCU, but they were turning everything woke. Everything was going woke, and there was starting to be a direction towards the LGBT, LMNOP community in those legendary properties. So we did see this coming from Disney, but he is saying that ever since Disney bought ESPN, it was always their goal to start destroying manliness, males, okay, masculinity. That we've seen. This has been part of the left's agenda, the assault on masculinity, alpha males, which is utterly crazy to come in and try to change a sports product because, let's be honest, if you're generally speaking in sports, the greatest athletes we've ever seen have been ultra alpha males. Lawrence Taylor, Dick Butkus, Brett Favre, Tom Brady, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. I mean, it's absolutely crazy when you think about the fact that essentially ultra masculine men are what built people's love for sports to begin with. Well, he's saying it has been Disney's goal, by way of ESPN, since 1996 to obliterate that. Okay? They want to feminize sports, which is beyond me because nobody wants to watch that crap. I mean, it's weird. Same thing in entertainment. They don't mind destroying their product and losing money. It's weird. Sorry, but the only female sports I really want to watch would be softball. So, you get my point. Let's get to what Jason Whitlock's got to say here. Wow. ESPN alum Jason Whitlock says Disney sought to feminize the sports world by purchasing the network. It's the assassination of men. I also contend, Mr. Whitlock, there's an assassination being run on Christianity as well. I think that's part of this. Former ESPN journalist Jason Whitlock is going after Disney in what he deems to be their attempt to ruin the sports company. On Monday's episode of his podcast Fearless, Jason spoke at length about what he says is Disney's agenda for ESPN. Quote, for the last 20 years and really starting with the purchase of ESPN in 1996, Disney has gone about the business of feminizing and wokeifying sports, Whitlock proclaims. This isn't some overnight thing that just happened the last 2 or 3 years. This isn't some Colin Kaepernick coincidence that they took advantage of. This has been a plot and strategy for nearly 30 years. When Disney got a hold of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports, the goal was to Disney-fy ESPN and the sports world, and to feminize ESPN and the sports world. Let it be noted, Walt Disney would be rolling over in his grave right now. Somebody that believed in the traditional family value set. And that's what's gone on the last 25 or 26 years, Whitlock said. Quote, they do it through their little key catchphrase, diversity, inclusion, equity. They call it diversity, equity, inclusion. I call it diversity, inclusion, equity, because it's D-I-E, die. It's the death of men. It's the assassination of men. That's what Disney and ESPN are about, imposing the matriarchy on the rest of the world. Now, it should be noted, that was some of the values of the BLM. The Marxist organization was the destruction of the traditional family value set. Anybody that keeps up with that knows that to be a fact before they ripped it down off their website because it got so much publicity. Okay, and here we are with ESPN and Disney trying to do the same thing. All right, discounting the value of men. Again, I don't know who the hell wants to watch a bunch of women's sports. Sorry, I could lie to you about that. Maybe women's volleyball. And again, softball. Great. WNBA, for example? No, don't care nothing about it. It's a far less superior sport to the NBA. Now, I don't watch the NBA anymore, but when I did, it was always light years more competitive, more physical, a better brand of basketball than the WNBA. Okay, and guess what? Even for the NBA, with their shitty-ass rating, their ratings are better. Okay, plain and simple. Even wrestling. When I turn it on to watch wrestling, I don't change the channel when the women are wrestling, but I'm like, when are we getting around to The Rock, Roman Reigns, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, that's what we grew up with, was the masculinity. And plain and simple, I don't care what some women will tell you, women do still dig actual men. That's a thing. That a lot of women like watching sports because there's actual dudes playing it. And here we're finding out, and we've seen Disney's agenda. All right, we've seen Disney's agenda, what they're trying to push through their parks, in their movies, in their cartoons, what they're trying to push towards children, what they're trying to normalize. And Jason Whitlock is saying this has been going on in ESPN for quite some time, and it was Disney's goal to begin with. I don't get it. I won't get it. And look, elections are going to flip. Elections are going to be determined over things just like this. I'm not sure the left understands that, because the great majority of Americans still want some kind of traditional value set, and it's okay for men to be men, and people are getting furious about this sort of thing. They're getting pissed, and they will show up in voting booths. You know where they won't show up? Disney theme parks, ESPN Plus, ESPN's channels. I mean, good luck Major League Baseball. And I did that video last night about Ron DeSantis and UFC. We love the UFC on this channel. We love Dana White on this channel. But the UFC has to pull its product away from ESPN and Disney when this contract they have currently ends with ESPN. Dana, you got to get out of there. I mean, you're seeing this right here. American Patriots are going to be out on ESPN, and even more so Disney, because there's a connection to children, and nothing will piss people off more than people trying to get to their children and trying to make our boys into something other than dick-swinging alpha males. Period. Don't care whether anybody likes that or not. Yeah, we want our boys to grow up to be hardworking, tough. Period. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Jason Whitlock always tells it like it is. He may very well have a very solid point here. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.